Hello, Internetians! My name is Josh, aka Ultiplayer, your coach of the New York Metagross. Welcoming you to the final week of the P4G Next Generation. We are 5-5, neck and neck for playoffs. And our final opponent is going to be the Green Bay Pikachus, coached by Jacob. As always, if we win this battle, we are in a very nice spot to potentially make playoffs. However, we are not guaranteed. So this battle is very, very important. Now, some background for this battle. We agreed to battle on a Friday, and then we changed it to battle on a Wednesday. But somehow I forgot that we were supposed to battle on that Wednesday. And so Wednesday came around, it was time for us to battle, and Jacob was like, hey, I'll be ready in just a minute. And I was like, So I had no team prepared, I had no team gen, I had nothing. And I panicked and built the team in 25 minutes. Jacob also mentioned to me that since there's a chance that we could face each other in playoffs if I win, that he's not bringing his A squad. So that's worth noting. But anyway, he is 8-2, we are 5-5, and you can see the team that we have brought. On the off chance that I do win, even if I lose, I still may make playoffs. There's a very good chance that I could still make playoffs if other people lose their games. So due to that, I'm not going to be talking too much about the team that I have, but I do have those 6 Mons, and we are debuting Frostlass in this final week. Has not done anything all seasons, however, we are going to be debuting her. And of course, debuting him, her, I don't know, Slushy. We have Slushy, the Frostlass. But without further ado, let us jump into the battle. Looking at his team, I feel like the best lead for me is going to be my Frostlass for obvious reasons. However, we will just jump in and see what those reasons are. So Jacob is issuing this battle. While I'm here, I want to send a huge shout out to Aaron, Aaron2420, for genning this team, and to Joseph Games for recording this battle. I never do shout outs because I'm dumb for some reason. I don't know why I never did that. But anyway, he's going to lead with his Omastar, his Hazard Setter. I'm going to lead with my Slushy, and I'm going to immediately Thunderbolt. I do carry Thunderbolt because this Omastar could have was a very obvious bring in my opinion, just because Hazard. So on the off chance that we had this Hazard lead, I wanted to have Thunderbolt ready to 2 KO. I think he just goes for Surf to 2 KO me. Now I really wanted to make the call here and Ice Beam here, or double out. However, it's fine. I'm going to Thunderbolt. He actually can go into his Jolteon, not his Landorus, and we're actually going to connect, which tells me he's Quick Feet, and immediately tells me that I'm going to see the Flame Orb. So, I really want to make the call here that he was going to click Baton Pass as I go into Mudsdale, and I wanted to, stay in. However, I made the safe play going into my Mudsdale as he goes for the Baton Pass, which is fine. Now that I know that his Jolteon is burned, that helps me potentially win late game. So he's going to go out into this Omastar. His Jolteon is guaranteed to be the fastest thing to ever touch this field during this game. So he goes back out to his Omastar, and I'm going to go out into my Tapu Lele. I can take a Surf pretty well, and if he Shell Smashes, I'll have other answers to it. So the second Surge is going to activate, and he's actually going to go for the Surf once again, which is fine. It's a lot better than any hazards that he could have put up. However, I do have Hydreigon this week. Whether or not it has Z-Fog is another story. So here I'm going to go for the Psychic, as he is going to go on to his designated switch into this, which is going to be a Max Spadef Porygon 2. And he's going to actually be Download. And here I was like, that's kind of cool, but it sucks that he got the attack raise. So here, in my head, because he got the attack raise, I know that I can take any hit from this thing. Tired. I know I can take any hit from this thing. Even if he's return, I was like, when I was playing the battle in my head, I was like, I can even take a return if I want to. Which was a joke, of course, but it actually turned out to be serious because he does actually carry over the return, which we'll see later. So, I can take any hit from this thing. And, spoiler alert, I'm actually not Choice this week. I am going to be Titanium Z. So I have Focus Blast and I have Titanium Z. And there's a good chance that I can knock him out here with that Titanium Z, although it's not a guaranteed hit. So, here's some options. I could be choiced. In his eyes, I could be choiced. I could go for Psychic again. However, that's a dumb play because I could get Thunder Waved. I could get hit with a Shadow Ball. A lot of things could happen. I could go out into my Mawile, which could Toxic this, or knock it off, or Wish, or do a lot of things. I could go out to my Registeel, which would be a very good switch-in, because it allows me to potentially get a Brox. If that's my rocker, I can Toxic this. I can do all kinds of stuff. Or I could be not choiced, and I could go for Focus Blast or All-Out Pummeling. Those are all potential plays on my part. Every single one of those plays, I mean, I could Psychic again, but that's not really the best play for me, because it clearly only did like 35%. All those are potential plays. Whew. However, every one of those plays means he should double into Blacephalon to get the jump on me. And I predict that. I'm like very confident that he's going to go into the Blacephalon. I can take any hit. I'm going to go for Psychic again, predicting him to switch out into the Blacephalon. As we actually do see that double into Blacephalon, I click Psychic again. And I'm actually going to straight knock out this Blacephalon from full, eliminating easily the greatest offensive threat to my entire team. So here he is going to go into Brienne. That is going to be his, I believe that is named after his wife actually. And that's going to be his Mega Mawile. However, like I said, I am active by Titanium Z. And while there is not a guaranteed chance that I can knock him out with All-Out Pummeling, there is a very very decent chance. And I can still get off, even if it doesn't, you can get off a large chunk to this thing. So I'm going to go for the All-Out Pummeling, revealing that I was actually bluffing him this entire time. It does mean that I will get hit with any attack from Mawile. Any attack is almost a guaranteed kill unless he protects me to go into Registeel and click the Break. But I'm willing to do that because that means that this Mawile is now very easy to revenge, especially when you see that this thing takes 98% or so from that all-out pummeling. As he goes for knockoffs, and he is going to kill this. My team is basically how I always prep for Mega Mawile. I try and make sure that I'm faster than him with almost everything on my team, including this Mawile, which is almost max speed. So here I'm going to go for the Scald, as he is going to go out into his Opistar. As we are going to see, this does decent damage. If I got a burn and he didn't have leftovers, that could have been a 2 KO. However, it's not going to be. It's going to be a 2 KO from here now, however. And I want to keep attacking this thing. It's better than him setting up in my face. I will 2 KO him with the Scald from here as he goes for Toxic Spikes. He has 3 hazards, I believe. I believe he's carried all hazards. Chooses to go for Toxic Spikes first. Very smart, as Toxic Spikes are kind of annoying for my draft in general. However, here I'm going to go for a Scald once again, as he is going to switch out into the Jolteon. As I go for Scald. So here, I believe he goes for Baton Pass once again. I do not remember immediately what I go for, so we will find out as it happens. He goes for Baton Pass, and I believe I was very bulky. I knew with my item and my spread that I could take a Thunderbolt from this thing. So I clicked, I believe I clicked Mirror Coat. Yep. Kind of bad play. It's the second time in a row that I've made that kind of play and it didn't work out. So I'm going to switch out my Mawile here, and I'm going to go into my Registeel. Now this Registeel is a very interesting set. First of all, I can take a Toxic if I want to. And this Registeel is what is believed to be in the MLP the greatest kind of set that you could ever run. So here I believe I'm going to go for the Toxic. I'm going to actually go for Substitute first, and we are actually going to I'm actually going to reveal I am Subtoxic. Subtoxic is very good against this team. And I have 2 moves other than that, and that is going to be Ice Punch, which hits Landorus, and hits some other stuff. But I also have EQ, which hits the Omastar, hits the Mega Mawile, it hits Jolteon. And we're actually going to knock out this Omastar, which is very nice. No, we're not. Troy, I forgot, this thing lived. Ice Beam was also for Alolan Executor, so Ice and Ground to a number to his team. He's actually going to go ahead and put up his Rock. Can he trying to sack me? Woo. And if you notice that, it's actually faster than this Omastar. which is very nice. I'm actually running a lot of speed, trying to outspeed a decently speedy invested Mega Mawile. But anyway, here, I believe I predicted this him to go out into the Landorus. I might not have. I might have just gone for Earthquake. Okay, I did just go for Earthquake. However, I know that he's going to go for an Earthquake here, and I can get off. Because I'm Clear Body, I did not get intimidated. I can get a large chunk off with Ice Punch, and depending on his spread, it can be a 2 KO. So we're going to see him go for the Earthquake here, as I'm going to go for the Ice Punch. And, this Registeel is going to show just how much work you can really put in, as it is in fact going to be a 2 KO. However, I do not want to take an Earthquake. I believe I can. I believe there is a chance that I can take this Earthquake. I do not want to risk it, especially if he's his Z Crystal, which is Groundinium Z. So I'm going to go to my Alomomola here, because I know I can take anything. I'm going to get Poison, then I'm going to get Rock. I did not want to go out to Hydreigon on the off chance of U-turn, so however, unfortunately, this Alomomola is going to have to take the Groundinium Z, this Tectonic Rage, and I believe it is actually going to hard OHKO me. Which is very unfortunate. I was actually more based by death. Alomomola, once again, keeping as much secret as I can. So, we're going to lose our Alomomola here. Actually, we don't. Actually, we do. Whoops. Anyway, here I'm going to go out to my Hydreigon. I am guaranteed fast in this thing. And I am just going to fire off a Dark Pulse, to be honest. Dark Pulse is very good against the team. You can go into Porygon 2 if you want, if you only switch in. However, that's just going to give me my Registeel again. So he's going to get Download, he's going to get a Special Attack Rise, and I'm going to go for the Dark Pulse, get a little bit of damage off on this thing. And I believe to scout what he could possibly do, I'd go for Substitute. I'm actually carrying Substitute on this too. And I'm going to actually see that return that I was talking about earlier, and I was like, oh, that's very funny. That was not a joke earlier, actually. Or, I guess that wasn't a joke earlier. So anyway, now that I've seen what he can really do, he has Recover, he has Return, probably has a status move, and his last move is probably an electric type move in my opinion, because Alomomola and Tornadus in general. So, I'm going to go out to my Registeel, so he's going to go for Trick Room, revealing what... Whew, very tired. I'm very sorry about all these yawns. Revealing what is probably his last move, and basically the gimmick of his team. So here he's going to go for Discharge, hoping for a Para, however he is not going to get it, which is very nice, as I go for the Toxic. So, once I Toxic this Porygon 2, my entire plan was set. Everything I needed to do was in place, and I was in a very good spot to win. I am, in my opinion, I'm in a very good spot to win with one of my 2 win conditions. One of which is going to be this Registeel. Because his Jolteon is Flame Orb. It's not Life Orb, it's not his choice specs. I don't take a lot from Thunderbolt. His Omastar is very weakened, and I am faster than it. I am faster than his Porygon 2, and it is Toxic, and it cannot break my sub. I can take a hit from Landorus if I want to, and I can Ice Punch that. I'm faster than his Mega Mawile, because it's very slow. Registeel's in a good spot. And, for the last 5 minutes of this match, I'm actually just going to go ahead and talk about some stuff. First thing I want to say is, if you don't want to hear the spoil of this battle, you might want to click away. Or you might want to mute. Just so you can watch the battle. Because I'm about to spoil the end of this game, or I'm about to spoil some other stuff. So, spoiler alert. Before you continue to listen to this match, you need to know that I'm going to spoil this match as well as other matches. The first thing is, I win this game. Registeel, right here, right now, is going to finish this game off. He never switches out, and I'm going to win 4-0 versus Jacob as always, and the Green Pikachus. Which is going to put us at a final score of 6-5 with +7 differential. Very, very nice, in my opinion. That put me, I believe, in spot number 5, and I just had to wait, before other people played the game. I actually played before a lot of other people below me played. And at that point, I just needed 2 people that are 5-5 or 6-4 to lose or win and not have a higher differential than me. So the spoiler of all things is no one got ahead of me. Actually, Friezlander tied with me, and he won a coin toss, so he actually ended up at the number 5 spot. I ended up at the number 6. So your New York Metagross are going to be going to playoffs for P4G Next Generation. The other people that are going to be going on are going to be the Montreal Melodics, Coach Matt, the Dufurter Watch, and Coach Leafblade X, the Tasmanian Toxicroaks, and Coach Max Rapture, the Green Bay Pikachus, who we are currently playing. If I won that coin toss, I would have actually been playing the Green Bay Pikachus again for my first round of playoffs. Friezlander and the Rotterdam Star Raptors, there's going to be us, who's going to be facing Max Rapture, Coach of the Tasmanian Toxicroaks, in the first week of playoffs. And then the two below me, I believe, are... Well, I don't remember. I believe one of them is CJ and the Baltimore Orioles. And I think the other one is, forget you saw that. I believe the other one is going to be, I believe it's the AFC Wormendam and Blue Rogue. It's actually not CJ and the Baltimore Orioles. It's actually, so it's Freeze, me, Carolina Clefable, and Panther, and then Blue Rogue in the AFC Wormadam. So, that's how that worked out. I'm very happy that we'll be going to playoffs, and I hope that we do very well. But anyway, I believe this match is just about over. Gonna Ice Punch this Landorus, I'm gonna finish it off. He's gonna go out into, I believe his Mega Mawile. However, I'm going to be faster than it, and I'm going to Earthquake. And I believe this is just the final few turns, as I just pick everything off that I weakened and toxic and focus blasted or all out pummeling. So that's very nice. But yes, next week we will have our game versus Max Rapture and the Tasmanian Toxicroaks, which is very, very nice in my opinion. So Jolteon's going to come out. Jolteon's going to go for Thunderbolt. I am, of course, going to go for the Earthquake, and I'm going to knock this out. And one thing I should mention is that because Registeel sits here and gets 5 kills against Jacob with this amazing set, Registeel actually ends up being our kill leader at 11 kills. Just barely edging out Darmanitan, which was at 10. So, very interesting stuff there. And Omastar comes out. We're going to Earthquake that, knock that out. And then I believe all that's left is going to be the Porygon 2, which is not going to be faster than me and is going to die to the Earthquake. So, yay for us beating Jacob. Sorry that we had to do it like this. Yay for us making playoffs. And I hope you guys very much enjoyed this very interesting battle. Also, very funny that she's actually visiting once again. Very funny that she's visiting again, because the last time she was here was the final week of the NPA Minors, and now she's here for the final week of the P4G Minors. So, without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next week for our playoff game. Peace.